No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running to Green. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass, it's Flagway. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
From the gun. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Flagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's ball. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Running back quarterbacks just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air. It's Lagway. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, and you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? You can't wait to find out.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And now on second down for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Corners are walked up tight. Toss sweep to the right. Turning it on. The tag. Touchdown Gators. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field. One of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He'll get rid of it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now on first down from the 30. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Gets it out quickly. Brings it into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Right down the middle. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Webb. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner is stopped. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. Creates a little space. There he goes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. It's complete on the right side. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out. Dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. From the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Starting to feel a little pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 14 to Maryland. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the ground with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He's going to take, and is slipped out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers. Yes, we do.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game. And that
going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big, turning it on. Defense has it, they're on the move. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It is perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. And down he goes back at the 3. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Ball. Knocked down for the tackle. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on it.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Motion from the wideout. Smart move to keep it on the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Got room to work. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job on the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! Once he got some room, it was over. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 14 to Maryland. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promised.
Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Finds his tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a 2nd catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-one.
Sneaks it in.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. You want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Using his feet to buy time. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're